Last night, our Canyon I.S.D. Board of Trustees voted and approved the name of the new high school. High school number 3 in Canyon I.S.D. is going to be called West Plains High School. The mascot for West Plains High School will be the Wolves, and their colors are a navy and a light blue, Carolina blue as we refer to it. The main color will be navy with the light blue accents.
What went behind the decision-making for the mascot colors, the name of the school? Sure.
The color schemes, we looked at a variety of color schemes from different organizations and sports and teams. And then the board gradually narrowed those down to a color scheme that they said this is the one. And so that's how the color scheme worked several months ago. And then before Christmas, we sent to our community information about submitting names for the high school and the mascot. We received over 300 submissions of names and mascots from a variety of entities. And again, went through a narrowing process over several months to arrive at the name that we came to last night with our Board of Trustees. And we're really excited about the name.
What did you like about the name West Plains?
Well, West Plains, Plains represents the heritage of this area. This is who we are. We live on the plains and the Panhandle. And the aspect of being west is currently we have a school, Westover Park Junior High, and that ties to it. It's on the west side of Amarillo currently. We don't know how long that will remain until it's in the center of town. But so those two things coming together, we felt like this represents regionally what this school will be serving.
When part of the plan to get everybody, Randall, Canyon, and West Plains, to all be 4A so that they play in the same district?
Honestly, that didn't factor into the plans at all. What factored into the plans are we have Westover Park Junior High that's projected to have over 1,000 students next year. This is a building that was first built for 850. And so we have need for additional classroom space at the junior high level, knowing that those students are going to be going into high school and we need room for classroom space at the high school. That was the motivating factor. We have to have classroom space to accommodate the growth of the 18 or 19 subdivisions that are either active or platted in Canyon I.S.D. And we want to serve our students in the best way that we can and to maintain a high standard. And we've got to have some classrooms to make that happen.
Dr. Flusche, when will the school open?
The new high school will open in August of 22. We have 2 elementaries under construction, Spring Canyon Elementary as well as Heritage Hills Elementary. They will open in August of 21.
And you realize there's a West Plains, Missouri. So could we get a West Plains of Texas against West Plains, Missouri? And by the way, their name is the Zizzers.
We actually looked that up, honestly. We didn't know what a zizzer was, so we didn't feel like competition was going to be a concern. But
what about students that are like already at Randall or at Canyon, and when the time comes they'll be in the district, will they be able to stay at Randall or Canyon, or will they have to go to the new school?
You know, it's a great question. One that we have not yet approached, but that's one of the questions that our public's going to want to know an answer to. And so we'll be working toward that as we draw attendance lines and boundaries to see what students are zoned for one school or another, and how that will work as far as do we grandfather some students because of their amount of time in a current school. Those things are still yet to be determined.
In this process, there's always like a runner-up or a close second maybe. Can you enlighten us with what else was on the table?
As far as names or mascot?
Yeah, names.
Sure, we looked at Toby Tucker High School.
The Blue Tick Hounds we talked about.
Yes, the Blue Tick Hounds, and one of my favorites that got no momentum whatsoever, it was the, oh, good night, I've got to remember the name. The Lava Rock Monsters. Gained no traction from anybody else, but it was one of 300 submissions, and I thought that was pretty clever.
About the actual name of the high school, I think that's probably part of it. Was there a good close runner-up?
I wouldn't say there was a close runner-up. I would say there was a variety of names that we wanted to approach, and to narrow down, well, it could have been this one or this one, really isn't fair. But we settled, and I say settled, we selected this name because of what it represents for this area.
So
what it represents, very much. What it represents to the area, what it represents to the school district, and that following that we have with the Canyon Eagles and with the Randall Raiders and now West Plains Wolves.
I understand academics are going to be the primary focus, but how do you encourage students to try out for new athletic programs at a brand new school?
The most important thing you can have in a high school is a way to connect kids to their interests, connect kids to their niche, whether it be in extracurricular, whether it be in clubs, organizations, whether it be in sports. whether it be singing in the choir or one-act play. And so that is a priority in our high schools. We have to connect kids. You connect kids, they'll see a need to pursue their academics further.
So when the school opens in 2022, is it going to have as many athletics available immediately as Randall and Canyon do, or is it going to be some where there's going to be a couple available next year, a couple more, and so on and so forth?
Well, that's another question that we've yet to determine exactly when the school opens what will be on the menu as far as the extracurricular activities. We don't have an intention to reduce any activities that we have in place today, but it'd be wrong to commit that those activities will be in place day one.
How
Do you
long
plan on
think-
playing a varsity schedule right away?
Yeah.
Uncertain. We're looking at what will be the enrollment at that time frame, and then to just look and see what will we do related to our seniors. Will they be required to leave the school that they're in to come to the new school, or will they have some grandfathering, and what will our enrollment look like, and so still to be determined.
Will the football team be sharing Kimbrough with Canyon and Randall High Schools too as well for home games?
Yes, that is Canyon I.S.D's football stadium, Canyon I.S.D's venue, and so all of our high schools will be competing in that venue.
There'll be more Thursday games, I guess, I'd imagine. There are three schools.
Well, of course, that's up to Toby Tucker if he wants Thursday games, Wednesday games, Tuesday games. It's all up to him.